Peace, y'all. This is Nia. So, we are here today with my plant rehabbing video. I'm so happy this video is done. I'm just happy I followed through, and my goal is to stay consistent. If you are thinking about getting into planting, definitely go for it. It is so worth it. It's been taking me time, and I feel like you're always going to learn, but just research, look into the plants that you want to grow, and even go to a plant store and just like poke around, ask questions. But you should get into it. I'm going to show you the way that I do it, and we're going to get started. Look at this diva. Is she gorgeous? So, my friend Crystal gave me these plants. Her homegirl was moving, so she gave them to me to rehab. I ended up getting these pots from the thrift store and Family Dollar. And these are some saucers that go underneath the pots so that way they can catch the water. Some soil. You can get the soil that works for you. This is what I had available to me for the time being. So we are going to start with her here. So you want to make sure when you are repotting that you want to get a bigger pot that's bigger than the previous pot. And you want those roots to be able to spread out and grow. So what I'm doing here is I'm just separating them and moving them over and just getting an idea where I got to get started. I'm massaging the roots right now. With this plant is called a weeping fig. So you have to be very mindful for what I learned with the roots, to be gentle with them. I noticed that it's like really, really, really hard. So it's probably been in that pot for a little while. So I'm just trying to massage them just to kind of open them up and just loosen up some of that dirt. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a little bit of water and just add a water. Maybe that'll help soften it up a little bit. Put the saucer underneath because we don't want water all over the place. So I ended up getting my water and just pouring a little bit on. Just I wanted to really get in between that and just see, just make sure that everything is as loose as it could be. And I feel like it's just like creating a better foundation for it. You know what I mean? So I went to the bottom too. You can see at the bottom here, you see everything falling. I don't know. I just felt like I was like, you know what? Let me loosen this up a little bit. It worked out. I definitely recommend you doing this. I feel like it gives the plants a chance to like breathe. That's what I think of. And look, I'm glad I stuck with it because I found this little thing. I wonder if this is like from a pot. It was probably planted and then just put inside of something else. I wonder if that made a big difference. But anywho, yes, you see it. Yeah. So I felt like this was good enough. So now what I'm doing is I'm digging a hole in the bottom of the pot. I just want to make sure that the roots get a chance to go down, go further to the bottom. And I'm creating a hole around it so that way the plant, I want to figure out where it's going to stand and where the foundation is going to be at. So I felt like I was happy with that one. Here I am putting the soil all around it. I read that you want to put the soil slightly against like the roots there at the bottom. So I did that and I patted it down and then you add water onto it too. That helps a lot. So now we are transferring over this one. This one's called a corn plant. So she grows out really beautiful too. And it's not edible. I'm gonna look deep into why they call it a corn plant. So yeah, I'm doing the same thing with her. You see the roots are kind of just, I was like, you know what? Massage it, just kind of open it up again, get some fresh air in the roots. So we're doing that here. And remember with these, you want to be gentle with the roots. I always just make sure that I'm handling them right. I'm not pulling them apart. I'm just really separating some of that old dirt from them. So that was just important for me before I plant them. I don't know. To me, it feels like it's just giving them, like it's opening up their lungs and letting them breathe a little bit. That's how I see it. So I was taught to just go by your intuition when I first started learning. So I decided to make that happen. So here we are. We are putting our soil in the pot here and adding our water, just like everyone else. So now we taking care of the diva here, honey. I didn't realize how big this plant really was. So yeah, we are doing the same thing. We are going to separate the plant from the pot. This one, I always try to be careful grabbing them, but this one's pretty sturdy. So we're putting it in the pot, and I'm pretty much doing the same thing. The roots were very, very, very tight at the bottom. So I think this new pot, I'm realizing too, like I might need a bigger pot. But it's gonna work for now. I just wanted to get her healthy again. But I'm doing the same thing. I'm just working across the roots and just squeezing some of the dirt and massaging it just to open it up a little bit. And this dirt was in here pretty well. It had like a really strong base at the bottom, so I felt like I really didn't want to disturb it too much. And this leaf, I hate to sacrifice leaves, but I'm a cutter because I feel like it might be taking a lot of energy from the other ones. So I'm gonna cut her also, and I think that'll just make a lot of sense. So yeah, I'm not gonna really touch the bottom. I really didn't want to go and like I don't know. I just had a feeling I was like, you know what? Let's just leave it for now. We just got to get her situated and get her centered. So I ended up putting her in the pot, and what I'm doing too is towards the bottom, there was some dirt, so I was just trying to get her to the bottom a little bit. But I'm definitely gonna have to get a taller pot. I'm just looking at it now. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna need a taller pot. So this is the soil. Now we're putting the soil in. I had a lot of soil in the house, and I bought one more bag. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna waste this. So that's why you see me use the other bag. But I didn't want to waste it, so I've decided just to use all of it. I still have a little bit left, which I'm happy. I really thought I was gonna run out. Like I said, I didn't really realize how big these plants were. I think working and getting your hands in them and getting next to them, you really see like what you're working with. So we're putting the pot soil everywhere, and what you want to do too with this plant is called a peace lily too. My apologies. With this plant and with the soil, you want to cover the roots. So that's what I'm doing now. I am making sure that all the soil is everywhere evenly because we want to make sure that just when we spread it out is where it needs to be at. So yeah, that's the same thing. And you want to also make sure that you water your plants after you water 'em, the soil. You want to make sure all the I felt like this one too. I was like, I'm gonna get another little cup of oil. I mean oil. Another little cup of water. So we ended up doing that, and I came out. I'm actually really happy with the way this one came out. This wasn't really that, and this isn't that long. This really doesn't take so long to do. That's right. So we're putting our saucer back underneath. This is for the water, of course. We don't want water all over the place, and that helps a lot. That this is dripping. So I definitely decided that I was gonna cut the leaf. I just felt like it was taking a lot from the plant, so I didn't want to leave her struggling. But yes, y'all, that was my plant rehab video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. As I get more things, I'm gonna post some more. This was so much fun. I appreciate y'all for watching, and we'll catch up soon. Peace.